cold morning. This is, this has been a pretty bad few days for coldness. So welcome to my channel where we'll be commuting on e-bike from Orange to Irvine. Let's go this way today. So I'm layered up for real today. I actually have 2 pairs of pants on. Got a pair of my, I don't know what kind of, they're some kind of Levi's. Ugh. And they're stretchy, I don't know. But they tight enough to where my work pants are very loose. I prefer baggy clothes. I thought, well, I'll just wear these 2 pairs of pants, and got no sleep is what I've got. I have 0 sleep here. Let me wake up before I start talking, I guess. So it's like 45 degrees. It's about 6:50 in the morning. So yeah, I've got 2 pairs of pants, and then the same jackets I wore yesterday. I've got the t-shirt, the button-up, Pendleton, and then a flannel sweater, and then two work jackets, and then I have a heated scarf, which is kind of screwing with me right now because it's pushing my head too far forward. So hopefully it doesn't mess me up. I already have neck problems. And then I've got, that's it. I brought some hand warmers. I don't know how those will help, but it's a little better than yesterday, but not much. Take a ride on the outskirts today. Let's see. I've never been down this street before. Or maybe I have. I just don't remember. Let's get Lots of cars in these neighborhoods. Little alley cruise. My eyes are freaking watered. It's a busy area. Everybody getting up to go to work, take the kids to school. Yeah, this scarf is warm, but it's kind of I don't know why I did that. I had a perfect driveway to ride on. Is it flooded down here? Dirt hill bomb. Gotta get lots of speed because we gotta climb up this big hill. Look at this, it gives up all my battery. Big ditch in the road. Come on, baby. Oh, there goes my battery. It's done. Doesn't help. This is a broken pedal. Little action shot. Oh. Oh yeah, man. We sacrifice comfort to try to stay somewhat warm. It's gonna rain too. My Lord, look at it. It's gonna rain. We are riding right into the rain. I don't think I can fit another layer of clothes on if I have to put my rain gear on. This is gonna be I'm gonna be doing the robot walk, the robot ride. All right, come on, go. Yeah, it's supposed to rain. I looked at the weather radar. It looks a lot different out here than it did on the radar, so I don't know how reliable that is. It saved me before. My camera's probably pretty goofy right now. I've got all these layers on, so this camera's just kind of doing its own thing. Truck coming. We have very little power on this bike right now. I guess we were climbing. Probably good that I don't have a fast bike. Probably be getting in a lot more trouble than I do. Freaking death intersection. Look at this Volkswagen. Interesting. Out of every car in the car lot at Volkswagen, that's what you picked? The blue and white paint job? Highway. I can hear that little scooter right there. Bet you he loves this section right here. This downhill section. Got it up to 35. Man, we're gonna be riding right into the rain if we don't hurry. So frozen level is pretty, I'm pretty cold, but it's been worse. So I've got a meeting at 8. Well, it's not really a meeting. I have to press, I've got to work with the engineers and RA engineer and press some research and development materials at 8. It's supposed to be at 7, but I was like, dude, there's no way I can get there at 7. I stay, I don't stay so late. I stay till 4:30, so about 8 hours. My work often, mostly, starts as soon as I wake up, and then can definitely go late into the night. Only 16 minutes in. God, no speed already. Yeah, this bike does not like this cold weather. cold level, my hands are frozen, and my face is frozen, and my feet are frozen, which is better than yesterday, and way better than the day before. Doesn't help that I can't pedal. Let me try to pedal here. This is not good because I need this speed on Tustin Ranch Road. I gotta get over. Getting over the freeway, getting over the 5 freeway is critical spot. But maybe it's better if I'm going slow, I don't know. Videos aren't doing very good. So I think I messed myself up when I climbed that hill. And a half right now, but that's just because we're going downhill. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get all these layers off. Hope we get a green light. Come on. This bike seriously feels like it's gonna fall apart. Everything is just so old, man. So we're at 8,973. So yeah. Tomorrow will be the 9,000 mile ride. Granted, the bike survives. Nothing like riding next to 50 mile an hour traffic. Which these cars don't go 50. Definitely go like 60. No police out here. Only when you get towards like all the shopping areas up here, then there's might be a motorcycle cop, but probably not. We're right in the middle of 2 jurisdictions here, Irvine and Tustin. gosh, dude. I needed that speed. I needed that speed. Jeez. Wait. I think what's worse though is when you get, like, you slow down, you see the light, it turns red right in front of you, you're like, okay, that sucks. And then it turns green right away. That's worse than an intersection like this where it's okay, I had a reason to stop because there's other people that need to travel here. So this week I've probably been averaging about 5.5 hours of sleep every night. It sucks. It really sucks. It used to not bother me, but I had been sleeping really good. So now it's like, it's not that bad. But it kind of sucks. It sucks because you don't, like, you spend all your energy just trying to do basic stuff during the day, and then when you get home, it's like you just can't get motivated to do anything beyond sitting down and talking. Yeah. About as smooth as it could go. I wish you guys could feel this pedal right now. Something broke. Oh, it's my crank. I thought it was my pedal. It's my freaking crank. Oh my god. My crank is falling off in the most worst area. I felt my crank and it felt tight yesterday. God, I'm a dumbass. So the pedal is missing a rivet. The pedal's missing a rivet. The pedal's missing a rivet, so I thought it was the freaking pedal. The goddamn crank. That's horrible. It's alright. God, I'm not very smart, my friends. That's what happens though, like, yeah, you're not getting any sleep, you're just burning the candle at both ends, and you just constantly just living doing the bare minimum, I guess. What size is that? Is that this one? Yeah, that'll do it. God, I feel stupid. Yeah, I checked. I didn't check this bolt, but I checked the crank yesterday. I was like, maybe it's the crank, and I felt it, and it's like, no, it's tight, man. That's good news. Lucky it's not aluminum and it didn't jack it up. Alright. Frozen fingers. Let's crank up this scar. It's a great spot to have your bike fall apart. Alright, let's go. Well, that's good. I'm actually happy things worked out the way they did. Oh yeah. We're back in business. God damn, look at all this debris. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, this is great. Oh, I feel the sprinkles. I don't have my stuff in my backpack weatherproofed right now. Doesn't look too bad yet. We got some patches, but over that direction, that's our problem. Can't see which way it's blowing now. So it looks like it's probably raining in Lake Forest. Huge difference. Yeah, we're getting sprinkles. It's perfect timing right before this mega hill here. You wind horse, 22 miles to 22 miles an hour uphill. Freaking badass. Rain's getting me. It's total chaos. Got a hill bomb. Stop. This bike lane is jacked up. California earthquake style. Come on, Tesla. What are you doing? Yeah, we're not going to try to stop. So there's probably water on my lens. But when you're going at such high speeds, these bike lanes are not in, yeah, this bike lane's in very bad shape after the rain. Do we really need to stop? No, we didn't. That's what I mean, like when you gotta stop and then it's like, oh, man. Bad timing. Like we made it through. The rain missed us. Getting all that verde, running over nails and lead weights from people's tires, rocks. Come on, slow down. I see a green light on Barranca. We're not going to make that one. We could try. Jeez, there's no way. Alright, so prepare to sit here for 5 minutes. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. It's a cool bike. Guess she thought she was gonna get the green light. We can actually go, but we're gonna just wait for a green light like a civilized e-biker. This guy's gonna go in the bike lane and block me. It's a sidewalk cruiser. Final stretch. Long Carmen. Wow, they're going to destroy these buildings next. Rarely make it over through McGaw right here. We did today. I need a new bike, my friends. I started watching Tell Happy yesterday at work, reviewing a wired Predator. Ridiculous bike. 8,000 watts. Top speed 62 miles an hour. Pretty crazy. It's a dual motor. But I don't know if I want to get a bike. Those bikes are so big, you know, the big 26-inch by 4-inch tires, and they're just massive. I feel like I need something I can, you know, like I take this into our buildings and I bring it into my house really easy, and like I can fit it in the back of my car. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever want like a big bulky full-size bike. don't think I'd want 8,000 watts either. That's just a little too much. I don't know though. I guess if I rode one, I might fall in love. Definitely don't need to go 62. I wouldn't mind being able to go at least 35 or 40. 40 would be perfect because then I could ride all the 35-mile-an-hour zones in the street. Detour. All right, well, it was nice to be able to ride normal speed in such cold weather. It just took a few layers. Thanks for watching my video. It's been exciting, fun. I'll catch you on the next one. Now the suffering begins. All right, bro. We'll catch you later. Thanks for your help. All right. Oh, what a day, y'all. Let's go this way. We're gonna go through the mud over here. All right. So welcome to my channel, Orange County Commuter, where we commute daily on our e-bike, which is currently a Windhorse WO with almost 9,000 miles. So where I left off was this morning. Right over here. Yeah, right here. And I got to work and realized that I lost my cell phone. So I lost my I have this new jacket on, and the pockets just are, well, I had so many layers of freaking clothes on that when I was pedaling, it must have hit my jacket and kicked the freaking phone out of my pocket. So I get to work. You know, when I got to work is when I realized it. Hauled ass, set up my computer, find my phone, emailed the phone guy and told him that I lost my phone so he could start putting out feelers for it. And then I gotta be careful right here. And so then I emailed him really quick. Then I don't have a phone, so I don't have any way to get a hold of anybody. So I sent a Teams message to my supervisor. Well, he's not my supervisor, I'm his manager, but he's a friend of mine, right? So I'm like, yo, dude, I gotta find my phone. So I see it. It's on Von Carmen in Maine, which is up here. This is a crazy story. So, it shows Von Carmen in Maine, but it shows it on this side. So we haul ass over here. By the time we get over here, we've tried it. There's nowhere to park because you got to pay to park. So he pulls over, puts his hazards on. I'm running across the parking lot. I thought I saw it in the street, but when I got there, it was gone. So then we log in to find my iPhone on his iPhone using my credentials, and it's moved. In that short amount of time, it moved over to 2525 Von Carmen. So we go into 2525 Von Carmen, which is it's a corporate building, like all these buildings out here, right? And there's several different businesses in there. And so we're like walking around the building trying to find the entrance. We finally find the entrance and we find the location, and we start opening doors. So one part of the building is 2 stories and one part of the building is it's up here. It's like 2 buildings down. So we're in there and a lot of the doors aren't labeled. Like there's businesses there, but these particular ones just weren't labeled. So we start opening doors, and most of them are locked or they have key cards, so you can't get into them. And I'm trying my key card to get into the buildings, etc. Then I'm like down this hallway. There's people walking past us, like not even really paying attention to us, like business people and just random people, maintenance guys. And then even a maintenance guy hit me up and he's like, do you need help finding something? I said, yeah, I'm trying to find my phone. Do you have access to these doors? And he's like, oh, no. I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm down at the end of this hallway and my buddy is on the other side of the hallway, and all of a sudden one of the doors he tries opens. So I look at him and I see him disappear. So I was like, holy shit. So I went back up the hallway and I went into that same room, and it was the craziest room. It was, you walk in and there's like a meeting desk there. And there's just stuff all over the desk, computers, and like literally like 20 cell phones on the table, laptops, people's wallets open. And he even said one of them had cash. Like the wallets was open with cash showing out of it. I'm like, holy crap. And then I look to my left, and up on this wall, there's like 100 cell phones, like up against the wall and then tucked into this corner. I'm like, call my phone, dude. So he starts calling the phone, and I'm looking, we're looking around at all these phones to see if they're mine. There were so many of them. It was insane. So here we are, like, in who knows, like, what we walked into, you know? And it's showing this is where my phone's at. But there's several floors. There's probably like at least 3 or 4 floors. So, but I'm like, this is it, dude. So it seemed like a total, it was weird, man. I was like, why are there all these freaking phones in here, dude? Like there's no labels on the door, you know? So we're in there for probably a good 3 minutes, just looking everywhere. And there's all these other separate rooms and stuff. And we're just like basically calling the phone and just listening, you know? But it could have been off anyway. But then by that time, by like 8:18, you know, the dude that I called at work locked my phone. But when he locked my phone, anyway, let me finish this part. So then we're like, the phone wasn't, we're like, we got to get out of here. It's like, it was feeling sketchy. we're basically, I mean, we weren't breaking and entering, but we were, you know, we didn't have permission to go in there. We were just like on a mission, you know. I was on a mission at this point because we had tried calling my phone. I'm like, why isn't this guy answering? Like, whoever had my phone would be able to answer the phone. Like, they would be able to, it doesn't have to be unlocked to answer it. So finally, we bail out of the room, right? Literally, as soon as that door shut, we walk out into this lobby. This door is right at the lobby. We walk out to the lobby and a guy walks by us. And then he's like, goes straight to that door. And when I see him, I'm like, he's looking at me all like suspicious. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, hey man, I go, I lost my phone and it shows it's right here. And I showed him on my friend's phone. I was like, it says it's right here in your office, man. And he's like, no, I don't have your phone. And he was like pretty like kind of not very nice, you know, but I think like the way that we approached him, probably what our way I approached him, I wouldn't say wasn't impolite, but it was probably, I don't think it was aggressive, but it was just like, I was working off the suspicion of like whatever kind of crazy ass, whatever he had going on there, you know, which it could have just been a tech center of some sort or whatever. Whoa, that's crazy. This guy walking across the street, I just saw him at the lobby at that same building. This is bizarre, dude. I swear to God, that dude specifically, I recognize him because of his glasses. Anyway, so this is all gonna tie up with this guy right here. This is a perfect story. So and like I was like, he's like, how do you know it's in there? And I was like, because of this, like because of Find My iPhone. And he's like, that's not accurate. I was like, I'm pretty sure it is because I've found my AirPods under my bed in my house using that, you know? And he's like, no, it's not accurate inside buildings. And I was like, maybe it's not always accurate, but like, it's been like dead stuck in this spot, you know? So anyway, he wasn't budging, right? So I said, all right, whatever. So I went back to work and read my emails and my Teams messages. So while we were gone, some dude had found my phone and called, because there's an emergency number that you call, like when your phone's lost and that guy locks it out, you can call the phone guy. That's the number that's on there. So that's what that guy did, and he called our phone guy and told him like that he's staying over in this hotel over here and that I could pick it up at 6 tonight. And I was like, 6 tonight? So I went all day without a phone. And I'm like, my daughter has piano at 5:45, so I gotta get home. And then even if I got it tonight, the phone guy goes home at 4, so he can't unlock it, so I won't be able to use it anyway. But like, you just want to get the phone in your hands because you don't know who has it, right? So finally, a dude that works for me has his work phone and his regular phone, so he gave me his work phone this afternoon. So then that guy that has my phone left the phone guy his number, so I text him and I said, hey dude, can I pick up my phone earlier? I told him, thank you, you know, I appreciate you finding my phone. And so sure enough, like, he responds and he goes, actually, like, he ends up messaging me and saying, actually, how fast can you get over here? Because I just got out of a meeting. This was at 4:30. I just got out of a meeting and This was at like 4:15. I just got out of a meeting. I said I can get there in 15 minutes. So another dude that works for me was with me. So we jump in his car, and the address that it's at is that building from the morning, 2525 on Carmen. So he says, I'll meet you in the lobby. Text me when you get there. So I text him from this. my worker's phone, you know. And so I go into this lobby. He says I'm on my way down. So he was in that same building, but he came down from the elevator. So I seen him come out of the elevator. I knew it was him right away. I don't know how, because there was a bunch of people. I was like, that's him. So I'm like, Mark? And he's like, Chris? I was like, yeah. And he hands me his phone. It was a German guy. I go, dude, thanks so much. And he goes, all right. He was nice, had a big smile on his face, and that was it, you know. And then meanwhile, my wife texts me like, you got to get home at 5:45. So we haul ass back to work. I throw all my stuff on, grab my bike, throw everything in my pack, and here we are. But in that lobby, that dude that I saw just now was in the lobby, and he was looking at me like, probably because I look like a crazy person, waiting for this other guy, and I thought that was him at first, and then he just walked past me. But he had a really strange look, like he was looking at me, and when I was looking at him, he like looked down, looked away, all crazy. I don't know, man. What a weird day. Being without a phone all day is pretty stressful, at least to me it is. So I'm going to publish this morning's video and this video tonight, more than likely. Oh, is this phone ringing? This isn't even my phone. I gotta make sure I don't put this phone in that same stupid jacket pocket. Alright, we gotta stop and shoot a text message. This is a beautiful view. It's my wife texting me. She has this number. But all these people, man, come together to help me out, so she's gonna text me again, and I'm gonna have to stop again. So it's 5:05 right now. So as long as I don't get a flat or get hit by a car or get in a bad accident, then we should be able to make it home in time. We're already 4.6 miles. Yeah, and to top it off, what is this? Today's Thursday. So Sunday, I probably slept 20 hours this week. Oh, great. We got a freaking accident? Are you serious? We'll go on the sidewalk. So I I was gonna check the phone, but we got we're gonna get the green light right now. I can hear people honking at each other over there. There's a bunch of cop cars in a traffic jam, and people are like honking at each other. Oh shit, I can't go this way. The truck is up in the freaking... We're gonna have to cut through the cars. The truck is up in the freaking... Jeez. Look at the truck is up in the freaking hood here. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, jeez. Wow. Highway. Kind of crazy. So we're just going to take the same route that I took this morning. The crazy thing too is the phone guy, man. It's like there's people that watch this channel that go to my work, so I can't really say too much, but like he wouldn't give me a loaner phone. Like, I don't know, I just didn't think that was very nice. The good part though is his communication with me. My boss, I work under a director. So we got, might be able to like, so yeah, on the team's communication, our director was on there. So he's gonna see that I had requested that he let me use like a loaner phone because I need to be, I mean, it's my fault I lost the phone, but come on, man. Like we're a huge company. I've been there for 16 years. I'm a manager. It's the first time I've ever lost my phone in 16 years, and I have to be able to communicate to the people that I work with, you know? I'm like, I guess he just doesn't know me very well, you know? But in spite of that, I had several people go out of their way to help me, you know? The guy that found my phone, the guys I work with, they all stepped up to help me out. They didn't have to. They offered. They all offered. Gives us a little contrast. It's pretty damn cold too. So it was raining all day. It barely cleared up at 4 o'clock. Alright, this is perfect timing to check the text messages. But I've got my phone in my pocket, so we're good. Great, it's not sending my message. Shoot. Oh my gosh. So she's in a hurry for me to get home, but now she wants me to go by the store. So now, because I was just like, my boys can God, why isn't this not working? What street are we on? We still got to go up to Loma. I think this is the dude whose phone I have. I think he just tried to call me. Wow. We gotta turn here. There's too many cars though. Jeez, man. Trying to send a text message, but it's not going through. Come on. I want to put this phone in the pocket, but my coat pocket, so it's easier to get, but it's the same freaking pocket that I lost my glasses the other day in, and then now a phone. So it's like we just need to get to a different area. Like, where the hell are we that we're not able to send a text? Are we like in the mountains or what? It's crazy. Lift up my feet every time I go over a puddle. I don't want to get my shoes wet. this guy's gonna do some tricks. Watch. He's one of those tricksters. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Got big old tires on it. Those weren't even 4-inch. Those were like 4 point. What's the next size up everybody gets? Like 4 point. It's not 4.8. Maybe it is. I don't know. If I could find a fast bike with 3-inch tires, I'll get a 3. I feel like these 4-inch tires are all right, but they're still kind of big to me. I'm down with 20-inch by 3-inch tires. I don't want like massive tires. I gotta make some phone calls. I had a missed call and it could be from the dude I work with, but I'm not sure. And my crank's getting loose again. Why is this? I gotta put some Loctite on it tomorrow. See if we can call my wife real quick. God, it's windy. It doesn't look windy, but it is. There's a strong headwind. I remember when I first watched Tell Happy, and he would always talk about how fast he was going, and he's like, yeah, we're going into a headwind. And I was like, this guy talking about a freaking headwind. There's no wind. And then I started riding a bike, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's what he's talking about. Jeez. It's a beautiful ride. I would have already been home. Oh yeah, this crank's loose again. Jeez, we can't pedal. And we got a bunch of hills to climb. total chaos. And I had a project I was working on too with another engineer, so like everything got like put behind because of this stupid phone thing. And in between that and I went to pick up lunch early because I had a meeting at 11:30. So I grabbed my food, I start to eat, and I have like one bite, and by that time it was already time for this meeting. So the meeting was only supposed to last like 30 minutes, but it lasted an hour and a half. I got done at 1 and had to go do this other, I had to go finish up that project with that engineer, so I didn't have time to eat. Damn, dude, we're crawling, dude. We just killed this battery because I can't pedal. How are we gonna get across this shit? We need to get behind these cars. But I got somebody turning right here. I could go on this green light if they would hurry up. Go, 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 go. So I'm not gonna make it. Got a bunch of people speeding through the freaking residential zone. Jeez, bro. Hey, I was just calling you because it's too hard to try to text on this bike. Alright, so let's go take our little cut right here, even though we're going to barely be able to climb up this hill. Look at that, 13 miles an hour up the hill. With a broken crank that's about ready to pop off. Yeehaw! Wow, this is the death ditch right here into this puddle. Whoa. Big puddle. Ooh, that was a huge one. Did I get my shoes? Hell no, I'm good. God, dude, there's so many cars. God, this bike is slow right now. Get on that button. All right, we already got somebody on the button for us. Nice. Guess we can just go straight. There's this car up on me. Golly. Crazy people. Alright, so we need to turn, if this traffic ever clears up, we can turn on Spring Street. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus, look at all these freaking cars, man. It's freaking annoying. It's annoying. Oh, nice. Nice headwind. Felt like this was fast, but since I had to stop so many times, it's not. Wait. Cool dude. He's got a windshield. What the hell's all that noise from? It's these stupid kids. Stupid kids in their e-bikes. I shouldn't say that. They're just kids. Being kids. They're all honking their horns on their e-motos. Hey, get that dog. I'm gonna pepper spray it. I'm gonna pepper spray it. Keep it on a leash. Yeah. almost got me. Yeah, if your dog is going to be chasing people on bikes at a park, like, you need to have that thing on a leash. She's lucky I'm in a hurry. Like, I see people with dogs off of leashes all the time, but they usually are like smart dogs that don't chase people. All right, well, thanks for watching my channel. It's been an exciting ride. We'll catch you on the next one.